you often feel like you're running on empty, even after a full night's sleep? Like you're constantly trying to keep up, but always feeling behind? Well, today we're talking about masking and autistic burnout and how to recognize the signs of burnout due to masking, especially as women who often hide our struggles. By understanding these signs, we can take crucial steps towards recovery. Okay, let's get started.
Step out of the shadows, feel the power rise. Catch the spark inside you, let your spirit fly. Beyond the chronic burnout, carol dreams you'll guide. Find your steady rhythm, life's joy on the tide. Flourish forward, bright and bold. Leave the burnout far behind. In this journey, hearts unfold. Yours, seek and find.
I remember a time when I was drowning in mom guilt, constantly feeling like I wasn't enough. I wasn't enough at work. I wasn't enough at home. I just wasn't enough, period. I was exhausted. I was downing cups of coffee throughout the day, overwhelmed by the volume of laundry two little boys could create, and even contemplated permanent escape. I had one of those dark night of the souls, and I didn't realize I was spiraling into a deep burnout. I was so focused on everyone else, I completely ignored my own needs. I knew I had them. I just didn't think they were important or as important as everyone else's. Autistic burnout is more than just feeling stressed and tired. It's a state of chronic exhaustion, like exhaustion that's hard to even explain. A loss of the skills and abilities that you once had. Things get harder and you're not sure why because it used to be simple. And increased sensory experiences. Like the light may not have bothered you before, but now all of a sudden everything feels too bright. An emotional overwhelm, whew, that one can be tough, especially if you have alexithymia. And those are just a few of the differences in autistic burnout versus maybe how other people experience it that aren't of our neurotype. So this is how I describe the difference between a neurodominant burnout and autistic burnout. So burnout, for those folks that have like quieter brains, I would say, is when you feel tired. You aren't interested in your job or life and you need rest, self-care, and maybe even a job change. Autistic burnout is driving the car for decades with the check engine light on. And then when the car finally breaks down, you get out and start pushing the dang thing. One of our unveilers added to this analogy as I shared it this week in our office hours that she would add, then you get the manual and see that you're supposed to be changing the oil every 6 months, but never knew it and no one even told you. That was pretty accurate layer, I thought. For autistic women, burnout is often compounded by the pressure to mask. That pressure can come from a lot of different places, not just externally, but for a lot of us as autistic women, especially late identified, it's that internal pressure because we don't feel safe. Putting the mask on makes us feel like we're doing it right, like somehow we're navigating the situation and we're keeping ourselves safe. And a lot of times it's not just one mask. But baby, we pull out all the masks. Our closet is bursting with the volume of masks we have collected and created in order to keep ourselves safe and feeling like we belong. Often we're switching from one mask to the next in a moment's notice in order to conform to the situation, person, or expectation. This is the integrator style of masking, and it is exhausting. This specific style can lead to a breakdown of our coping mechanisms, our well being, our joy. When there are no more resources and absolutely zero energy to pull from the tank. Common signs of burnout include not having the energy to process feelings, experiencing huge emotions that feel like they come out of nowhere, sometimes all at once. It can even be that you simultaneously feel numb or disconnected in another area. An increase in the occurrence of shutdowns and meltdowns. You may even find yourself feeling like you can't get the words out when your mind is racing with thoughts and things you want to say, but you just can't speak. Withdrawal from others and even yourself. It can even be a noticeable loss of skills where things that were once easy or you didn't think about doing them at all become difficult to start or even finish with the same ease. Everything feels harder. Recognizing these signs early is essential for preventing a full-blown burnout crisis. Let's take a pause to prepare the soil for today's conversation. To raise awareness with a short meditation. If you're in a space to either sit comfortably or lie down, go ahead and get cozy. Now, if you're driving, just listen along and come back to this where you can fully participate later. Find a comfortable position. I invite you to either soften your gaze or lower your eyes and close them, whichever feels best for you right now. Begin by taking 3 full, comfortable breaths. Doesn't matter, nose or mouth. In and out. In and out. Last one. In and out. Bring your awareness to where your body is being supported right now. Feel the place of connection. Just notice the sensations where your body comes into contact with the surface beneath you. Notice your feet, your hips, your back, maybe your head if you're lying down. Notice any areas of tension, tightness, or discomfort. Notice an area that may be feeling good, comfortable, perhaps even neutral. Soften your shoulders. Gently open and close your jaw. Soften and relax your tongue. Release and soften your eyes. Just observe without judgment. There's no need to change anything. This is your body's way of communicating with you. This beautiful and finely tuned feedback machine is always lovingly sharing guidance to you for your highest and best good. I invite you to place a hand on your heart. Take a full inhale and sense the expansion of your ribs all the way around. As you begin to slowly exhale, send a loving and kind expression of gratitude to your body for communicating with you and for loving and supporting you. Relax your hands. Soften your body a little more. Release just a bit more. Take a nice full breath in and slowly exhale. As you inhale in the next breath, gently bring your focus back to your breath. Sense the air moving in and filling your abdomen. Feel the flow as you slowly exhale and return your focus to the space around you. When you're ready, wiggle your toes and fingers. Stretch if that feels good for you. Return your focus or gaze to this moment. Welcome back, my friend. How does your body feel now? What do you sense? Do you feel a sense of softening or relaxing? Perhaps you feel a gentleness towards the messages your body is sending you. Now let's plant the seed. Create a daily self-check-in practice. This can be 3 short points to check in with your body throughout the day. Include common burnout symptoms like emotional exhaustion, sensory overload, challenge or difficulty with tasks, and withdrawal for a few examples. You can use my top 20 burnout warning signs list available on the website. If you are a subscriber, you can grab your subscriber bonus this week as part of the spicy pepper list. Be sure you check this week's email in your inbox that went out on Monday. Your subscriber bonus will help guide you through this check-in process. This check-in can be done in whatever way feels light and easy for you. Maybe that's once a day, or perhaps it's when you notice yourself holding your breath. Yeah, that's a thing we do. Checking in with yourself is a choice. You get to make that choice whenever you want. If you'd like access to our subscriber bonuses and you're not yet part of the Spicy Pepper list, join us and join the Unveiler Spicy Pepper community by going to whittingtonwellbeing.com. Now, let's prepare the soil. Now that we've prepared the soil and planted the seed, let's water and nourish your understanding. Take a few short minutes to journal. Ask yourself, what are my early warning signs of burnout? Again, use that top 20 burnout warning signs list that I have as a guide if this is helpful for you. Next, ask yourself, how does masking contribute to my burnout? If you'd like to discover your masking style so that you can begin to more accurately identify how and when you mask, take my masking styles quiz to discover if you are the chameleon, script reader, performer, observer, or if you're all 4 as the integrator. Remember, autistic burnout is real and you're not alone. I know that it can sometimes feel like you're losing your mind, and it can be terrifying. And I want you to know, if you're feeling that way today, I understand. Recognizing the signs and contributing elements, that's the first step towards recovery. Making a choice and setting the intention to begin checking in with your body is the first step. And to do it in a way that feels approachable for you. We have a lot of trauma that comes with being autistic and unidentified, and our bodies don't always feel safe. Sometimes we've checked out from our bodies for so long that even beginning to give it space can feel hard, and I understand that. There is no pressure for you to do or be anything, but just to be compassionately curious and be open to doing this in a way that feels good for you. Also, seek support and know that you are worthy of rest and care. You don't have to do this alone. I did this alone, and it took way longer to get out of burnout than it needs to. I encourage you to share your experiences and connect with our Unveiler community. Join us this weekend for Alignment Sunday, where you can get started with support. Sign up at the link in the show notes below. Join me again here on the podcast this Saturday for a conversation on all things autistic with my guest and host of today's Autistic Moment, Philip King Lowe. I love Philip. This special Saturday, Social Saturday edition is part of our new format here on Beyond Chronic Burnout. I have a quick question for you before we wrap up. Do you ever feel like you're living a life on autopilot, disconnected from your true desires or yourself? Next week, we're exploring the transformative power of self-inquiry and how a simple set of 52 questions can be the key to unlocking an intimate and authentic relationship with yourself. These 52 questions changed my life. If you haven't heard this today, take a moment to just receive. Maybe even place your hand on your heart and just breathe. You are working so hard to do all the right things and to make sure nothing is forgotten. I see you. You are doing your best every moment of the day, and I am so honored that you chose to spend time with me. You are already wonderful, and I'm so proud of you just as you are. See you Saturday.
Thanks for being here. It's been quite a ride. Energy mastery, let's turn the tide. Top shelf guests, dropping wisdom bombs. Join us next week, where the energy's strong. Beyond chronic.